Howdy folks, this is PC Cowboy coming at you again. Hey, some of y'all follow me on Facebook. You notice that I've been blocked. Well, that's because I violated their, what they call their community standards. Now, some of y'all may not know this, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you a little bit about that. Have you ever wondered what their community standards are of Facebook and, of course, Mark Zuckerberg? Well, seems to me that truth is not one of those standards, because I made a statement, or I posted the fact that the truth is that Islamic teachings allow them or encourage them to kill anyone who does not follow Islam or anyone who speaks against Islam. And because of that, I was told that I'm in violation of the community standards of Facebook. Well, now, I don't know what those community standards are, but I know they don't include truth. In fact, I did a little research, and the research that I did says that Muslims who in fact do not fight those who are opposed to Islam are considered infidels. In other words, folks, they're considered just as bad as those of us who don't support Islam at all. Oh boy. Islam's apologists cater to the preference of the belief that Islam is a religion of peace. It is not a religion of peace. Unfortunately, there are very few verses in the Quran that speak of tolerance or peace to balance out those calling for violence and for non-believers to be put to death. Let me give just a couple of examples here from the Quran. Quran 2:244. Then fight in the cause of Allah, and know that Allah heareth and knoweth all things. Well, folks, the only one that knows and hears everything is God himself. That's Jehovah God of the Bible, not Allah. Quran 2:216. Fighting is prescribed for you, and ye dislike it. But it's possible that you dislike a thing which is good for you, and that you do love a thing which is bad for you. But Allah knoweth, and ye know not. Not only does this verse establish that violence can be virtuous, but it also contradicts the myth that fighting is intended only for self-defense, since the audience was obviously not under attack at the time. You see, from the Hadith, we know that this verse was narrated at a time when Muhammad was actually trying to motivate people into raiding merchant caravans for loot, in addition to all his other negative qualities. It seems that Muhammad was also nothing but a petty thief. Quran 3:151. Soon shall we cast terror into the hearts of the unbelievers, for that they joined companions with Allah, for which he was sent no authority. This speaks directly of polytheists, which they consider Christians to be polytheists, since many Christians believe in the Trinity. But Muhammad incorrectly believed to be joining companions of Allah. Quran 4:74. Let those who fight in the way of Allah, who sell the life of this world for the other. Whoso fighteth in the way of Allah, be he slain or be he victorious, on him we shall bestow a vast reward. The martyrs of Islam are unlike the early Christians, who were led meekly to the slaughter. These Muslims are killed in battle, and they attempt to inflict death and destruction for the cause of Allah. This is the theological basis for today's suicide bombers. There's a whole bunch more verses I could use, but I really don't feel like going into all of them. However, if any of you want me to, I'll send you a copy. In fact, I'm going to post this on the Facebook page as soon as I get back on Facebook, which will be May 1st. I do want to, I've got notes here that I'm scrolling through, and y'all are going to, on May the 1st, I want y'all to be sure and check out my Facebook page. Also, help me get the word out. If I get bounced from Facebook again, that I'll be doing a lot more videos here, because I think I can get around the so-called community standards by simply putting things here, because I think I figured out ways to beat their algorithms. I say beat their algorithms because, you see, Mark Zuckerberg thinks he's the only adult on earth. He thinks that other people are not adult enough to make decisions for themselves about what they want to hear, what they want to see, and what they want to believe. Well, I tell you something, folks. Mark Zuckerberg is an overgrown baby, still sucking the bottle given to him by the leftist and the one world government people. Now, the Bible does talk about one world government. It says that that's the tool of the Antichrist. So this new world order that they're trying to usher in with one world government of the United Nations, excuse me. But anyway, they're trying to usher in a new world, as they put it. And they will be successful at ushering a new world. The only thing is that new world is going to arrive just in time to be destroyed when the King of Kings and Lord of Lords, Jesus Christ, returns. The last time he came as a lamb, the lamb of the tribe of Judah, the sacrifice lamb. Next time he comes, folks, he's coming as the Lion of Judah. And those who oppose him, they're going to be wiped out. In fact, the Bible says that every knee shall bow and every tongue confess that Jesus Christ is the Lord. Now, folks, I don't know about y'all, but I do know that I want to be on the Lord's side when he returns. And believe me, that ain't all. Zuckerberg, although I think from now on I'm going to start calling the man Zuckistan. That should slide through their algorithm thing, because Berg is usually associated with Jewish people. Stan is almost always associated with Muslims, and I believe that seeing as how he has expressed an interest in protecting Islam, I believe we ought to give him credit and just call him an old muzzy. Now, folks, I don't know about y'all, but the Muzzies say that their God commands them to kill those who refuse to submit to him. Well, now, we're taught in the Bible to love our enemies, but we're also taught that life is sacred. In Luke chapter 22, about verse 36, it says, "If any man has not a sword, let him sell his cloak and buy one." Folks, nowadays we don't use a whole lot of swords. I've got a sword, but I've also got other weapons. And I guarantee you, when the time comes, I'll be using every weapon I've got in defense of the Christian faith and the Constitution of the United States of America. And I urge every one of you listening to the sound of my voice today and looking at this old ugly mug of mine to be prepared. to defend that which you hold most dear. This is the PC Cowboy, the Patriotic Christian Cowboy, signing off. May your horse never stumble, may your cinch never break, may your belly never grumble, and may your heart never ache. Until next time, God bless. Happy trails, y'all. Okay, you can shut off now.